श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कविधार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि अस्मद्गुरुपरम्परायै नमः. ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் திருவடிகளே சரணம். We have some extempore questions about Prapatti, and Adian will try to answer them. We are here today in Detroit in Nalini's place, Nalini Service place, and today right now is 11:30 p.m. But any time is very good to talk about Prapatti. Prapatti ke there is no restriction on time, place, acharam, everything. And especially for the Prabhanas who have done the Prapatti, what is their behavior after Prapatti, post Prapatti, how they have to behave is very critical. It is not only you have to get married, but how do you behave in the marriage? That is how it's going to be the very good marriage for a longer period of time. You enjoy and your spouse will enjoy. Adiyan always say Prapatti is like Atma Vivaham. Just like the Deha Vivaham, we have husband and wife. In this case here, Bhagavan is the husband and we are all the wife for him. So as it says, everybody is a woman. Bhagavan is the only male because he's got the Swadhantram. So that's the reason why we say that. So coming back to Prapatti, let's assume today you had a Prapatti. What should I do? Main question. After Prapatti, nothing has changed. Everything stays the same thing. So suddenly you don't get any tejas, suddenly you don't get any jnanam, suddenly you are not going to be uplifted. What you are yesterday, same thing today. But there is a huge burden on your head, bharanyasam. That means I understood this Atma is not mine, it belongs to him. This is like a stolen property. I started enjoying that one. I realized that it belongs to you, so I come and give it back. That means you take care of it. It's yours. I don't have any kind of command, ownership, or any kind of a control on that one. So you're going to do that one. That's called Bharanyasam. We did that one. So the day after the Bharanyasam will be like the same thing. But there's always a but. There are certain things you should do, but there are certain things you should not do. Most important, Bharanyasam, so many acharyas we had, how many janmas we had. Each janma there is one acharya would have come, more than one acharya would have come. But Bharanyasam, the acharya who did the Bharanyasam for you, that's the last acharya you go send you to the moksham. All others made you to go into the samsara. They teach you so many things, but they never released you. The booster rocket put is only this acharya, and that is why it is very important. There's only one acharya can be for you, for the responsible for the moksha. So that is why you always cherish that acharya. Without his blessings, without his being the lenient on us, we are all going from US, Canada, and how much of the things we practice. Maybe we are doing Sandhya Vandanam 3 times a day, that's it. Other than that, what we do? Nothing. With all those kinds of things, they are liberated. They try to open up all of them, loosen up all these things, and did the Bharanyasam for us. So, the most important thing, first one is you have to be grateful to the Acharya. Without Acharya, there's nothing. So, that's the first one. Second one, you have to be grateful to the Bhagavan. So many janmas we have done, and this janma, Madhusudana Kadaksham, when you are at the stomach and the womb of your mother, at that time Bhagavan has blessed you. So we have to be grateful for the Bhagavan. What do you mean by grateful? He's asking 10% of your salary? Or he's asking your thumb? Why don't you give that one? Egalaivan? No, he's not asking that one. All you have to tell is a couple of sloga. For Acharya, you tell the Taniyan. For the Bhagavan, you tell the Ashtaksharam Dvayam Charam Slogam. And then any sloga, whatever you like. That thing is mandatory. One of them I said, once Bhagavan has given the moksham, you are going to go to the moksham. Very rarely something is going to stop you. Because, I did not do Sandhyavandanam 3 times a day. One day I forgot, 2 days I did not do, 3 days I went into the business trip. Doesn't matter. I did not tell Acharya Taniyan. Doesn't matter. I did not tell the 3 Ragasyams and everything. I did not. I didn't even go to think about Perumal for 2 years. No problem. You will definitely go to moksha. So don't get caught up with all those things. You and the boy and the girl get married. The girl says, I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to wash the dishes. So that is not the cause for a divorce. All it is you have to make sure that girl does that one or the boy does that one. You both talk to each other, make each one agreeable, make each one is lovable, and then do that one. So it is like, if you get married, do you have to buy a gift for your wife? Do you have to buy birthday gift and everything? Nobody says. You are not going to get divorced because you didn't buy the birthday gift. You didn't bring me the roses. That's why I am going to divorce you. Nobody says like that. Same thing with Bhagavan. Your Bharanyasam very rarely get cancelled. Don't worry about that. You got the boarding pass, you're going to go. But why you are doing all these kinds of things? Because you love that person. You love Bhagavan. You love your Acharya. So the expression of love comes through all this stuti. That's what we try to do. So Acharya, Bhagavan, you give the gratitude. So we make a habit. Every day you brush your teeth in the morning. It becomes a habit. Similarly, you do this Acharya Taniyan and the Bhagavan and the 3 Ragasyams and everything you tell. All those things becomes a habit. Other than that, what you should do, what you should not do. Next one. Prapatti only once Sakrit Karyam. So you cannot do the Prapatti for the same Palan second time. So Bhagavan has already said, the idhile Ranganatha Desian, when he was saying that one, this is only once you do, second time you don't. You don't need to do that way. Because if you see Ranganatha's hand, would be saying like this, Porum, 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 only once I need. Second time I don't need anything at all. For once you have done, I have given the moksha. Second time if you do, I don't have anything else to give you. I am pauper already. Bhagavan says like that. So, for the same benefit, for the same reward, second time you don't do that one. That's very important. Prapatti has to be done only once. And second, another one. Once you have done Prapatti, you get really worried. Can you do a little bit Bhakti Yogam? So, Prapatti I had done. When I went and do this one, I was a small boy. I don't remember too many things and everything. No. You don't need anything else. Once you are done, it is already got boarding pass. It is like once you got the boarding pass, some people become very impatient. They go to the stewardess or the assistant over there and ask, they say, this boarding pass is okay. When they say, go and sit, they will call you. That's what they are saying. Once you are done Prapatti, go and sit. You don't need anything. So don't feel that you need. Somebody asked me, we may need 2 or 3 foundations. Backup with it. No backup. This is one thing, that's good enough. You don't need anything. So after done Prapatti, don't do Prapatti for the same or don't look for any other Ubayam for that one. That's all you have to do. The question, common question, it comes there. I go outside. I have to eat onion. People don't understand at all. The reason why they say you should not eat Bhagavan, you think that Bhagavan dislike onion? Then why did he create that? See, onion when you eat, what happens is, it's aphrodisiac. See, it will create the desires on you. If it creates a desire, you may do a wrong thing. See, when you open up a potato chips bag, I just take only one chip. How it happens? Only one cigarette I smoke, sir. No, it never happens. All the time it becomes an addiction. Okay? So that is why they say once you do that one, continuously you do, you get the desires and you may do the wrong thing. If you do the wrong thing, in this, 2 kinds of pavams are there. AU and AG. Abhyuda Prarabdha Karma and Agami. Abhyuda Prarabdha Karma, whatever is opened, the rest of the things what you have to enjoy in this are punishment in this Janma. Agami is after Prapatti, knowingly you have done Pavam. Those you are responsible for that. So knowingly you're going to do pavam, sins, and you have to bear that one, you have to reconcile all of them before your death. So when you get all the problems, then say, oh, this Prapatti is so stupid. I did that one, I have all the problems. Prapatti does not cause problem. You caused yourself. That is why to stop that one, they say, don't eat. But I give you a practical example. Cadbury's chocolate they eat. That chocolate is 10 times more aphrodisiac than onion. Oh, I don't take onion, but I like Cadbury's chocolate now. I don't understand. People don't understand the concept. Why Cadbury's chocolate was not put over there? Because it was not in practice in those days. So only onion was there, that's why they put. So Bhagavan, look how much of pavam we have done, not only in this Janma, all other Janmas put together. We might have been Ravana, we might have been Kamsa. Bhagavan said, I pardon you, I don't really care, I'll give you moksham. And now he's going to get say, oh, you ate one day onion, I'm going to cancel. I don't think Bhagavan is doing like that. So unnecessarily people are worried. I tell, we challenge that one because look what Swami Desikan has written. Based on that one, we can challenge. You go and eat every day rest of your life onion. Still you will get moksha. Nothing will happen. But why unnecessarily go to do all of them? So we try to tell that way. You do in such a way to the wife so that you are pleasant to the husband. Husband, you do this way so that you are pleasant to the wife. That is what we are caring about that. So onion is not a problem. If the kids, they go outside, we are not saying you should go and eat. But if it happens, see, then you don't worry about that one. The another thing most important, once you got married, you had to have, Tata praja janagavatava deshigendrihi pratyabhinatya bhagavada pariniyamana madhye sadam magidavoga vishesha siddhaihi mangalya sutramive bibradi kingaratvam shanagridibhile solar. We are all girls, bride. Vadya is Janaga Maharaja. We are like Sita Prati. Bhagavan is like Rama. They gave the marriage. The bride is given to the groom. So we are given to the Bhagavan. How Janaka Maharaja did the Sita's Kalyanam so nicely, our Acharya has done. So we have Mangalya Sutrameve Bibradi Kingaratvam. Mangalya Sutram, what they put, until the end of our lives, we have to cherish that one. Until the end of your life, you have a husband and the wife has to be very loyal and has to be a Padivrada Stri with him. So that is what we have to. Once you are done, Bhagavan Sriman Narayana is going to give moksham. We should not look at anybody else. Anybody else, that's very important. But if I go outside, there's a church there, there's a mosque there, there's a Shivan Kovile within the campus and everything. Nobody said after your marriage you should not look at any other person, any other male. You can look at them, but not in the way how you look at your husband. That is the most important one. So nobody said after marriage you have to be secluded, go into the forest. We are not going to look. You can ask your husband, can you get me a sari? You don't go to your neighbor and ask, can you get me a sari? That's the same thing. You don't go to the Idara Devatas. That is very, very important. No, I have been with the Shivalingam and Murugan and Pulayar, all those things in my previous thing. I cannot give up only once a week. No. After you get married, you cannot open your purse and see your old boyfriend. That doesn't help. Then how the husband will feel? Then why did you get married? So, being loyal, Padivrada Stri is very important. You don't have to go to the temple. You don't have to give food for your husband. You don't have to clean. As long as you don't go with your neighbor. That's all they say. Very simple, nothing you have to do. So, you don't have to tell Perumal, you don't have to go to the temple, you don't have to do Upacharam for that, you don't have to do any Bhagadesya. Still you get Moksham. Moksham will not be stopped. Moksha will be stopped only in an extreme kind of a crime. They did not mention that. If they mention, I didn't know that one, now I learn all of them. So in the TV they say, this is how he is told, this is how he has murdered. Now we get the ideas. So that's why they don't, asakya bajara ruba. When they say, bhagavad abhajara, bhagavada abhajara, asakya bajara. Asakya bajara means intolerable kind of a thing. So that's why he say, those things, anything, so much the Acharya feels in their heart, you have done some kind of a crime. That is going to stop you. That's you have to remember that one. Other than that, usually it is not anything. Once Bhagavan has given that one, you already got it. Very, very rarely it will stop. You got the boarding pass on that. Other question they ask is, why there's a rush for the kids? He's studying only high school. She's studying only the middle school. Why there's a rush now? Forget about middle school. The baby is only 6 months old, you can do Bharanyasam. Why, Because two things. One, we don't know what is our lifespan. I think people are thinking Bharanyasam is a punishment. We want to do all the enjoyment. Bharanyasam does not stop anything. If you think eating onion is an enjoyment, then you got something wrong in your head. Even if it is, still Bharanyasam, after that one you eat, it's not going to remove your moksha. So, enjoy. What do you want to enjoy? I don't understand. What Bharanyasam is stopping you? Maybe go to the other, either a Devada temple. Of course it needs. I get married, but I go with other people every day now. Then the marriage is not for you. You don't understand the concept of marriage. So that is one thing. And the other one, what we are saying, you don't do it. You get married only once. I want to get married every day now. You don't get married every day. You can watch the video so many times. You married only once. So that's why you do only once for that one. Other than that, I don't think you are not going to miss anything in your life. What are you going to miss on that, There's nothing over there. So, when you are asking my kids why they have to do at a young age, because one, nobody knows what's the lifespan. We assume that we're going to live. So many people, so many things happened. Second one, they may live, but buddhi sthiramarganu. See, many people, what we have done at a young age, when they're grown up, the parents are telling, thank God, we did it at that time. Now if I ask them, they say, are you crazy? That's what the kids would say. See, Tirupathila mottai adipanga. You can pray, vendugalam. I can have the mottai for me. You cannot pray, I will do the mottai for him. He will not listen to you. What would you do? So, you cannot do when they grow up, I'm going to do Bharanyasam for him. How can you do? So that's why when they are young age, what do? You try to put a good habit for them. Brush your teeth, take bath, and clean up your bed. Have good friends, and be nice to everybody. Be kind. All those things you teach. Same thing Bharanyasam, we do that one so that it becomes a habit for them. So there's nothing is lost. Nothing their enjoyment is going to be stopped. Yes, they can go all the kinds of things and everything. And another question comes, like when you say after Bharanyasam not much has changed. I have my friends. My friends are different kind of them. They don't go to Sriman Narayana only. They go to the other kinds of gods and everything. What should I do? Think for example, you're a boy or a girl, works in the office. After 5 o'clock, you all go out. Bar is not a good example to tell. Go somewhere and you are spending the time. And you go home only at 9 o'clock. After marriage, what do you say? No, I got to go home. My spouse might be waiting. So you go back. There is a bifurcation from the rest of the group. So previously you had all of them friends. And when you say that you are going back home, they understand. Oh, let him go back. He's married, so he has to go back to home. But if they start insisting you stay here, they are not true friends. Same thing, if you have the friends, they do Lalita Sahasranamam, they do other kinds of things. So let them do all of them. There's nothing wrong. Each one has to pray to the Bhagavan, to the God, what their parents have told. Bhagavan has kept to so many different things for a reason. If he wanted, he would have had only Sri Vaishnava only. So we cannot get mad, we cannot evaluate, we cannot do anything. All you do is, my mother's cooking is good, I am eating that one. I take this bus, this goes to the central station. I don't care about all other buses. So we worry about ourselves. So when people are saying like that one, you read something else. For example, I go to the temple and we read Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam. In Alayasingar, Mahabalamadam, woman does not read Vishnu Sahasranamam. So when Radhika comes over there to the temple, she reads on the Gadyam. Gadyatrayam is there, Shanagari Gadyam, Sriranga Gadyam and Vaikuntha Gadyam, she will be reading. I'll be reading this one. So nothing stops. I know people who got married to different kind of religion, even they go to the church. My wife goes there, I go give a company, I keep on telling the Dvayam. So Krishna, Padinarayidam Devimar Pathiripa Madhuvayil Kondalpur. You know that one when Ashwatthama put the Banam and everything, all the Pandava, mini Pandavas, next Pandavas, they're all gone, only Parikshit. It's called Parikshit, means everybody tries to test that kid. Why he's not waking up? He came like a black char, Karikatamari. At that time they said, when there's a true kind of a brahmachari comes and touch that, you'll become cleaned up. You'll become like a Yuvaraja, become like a prince. Everybody tried, nothing. But Krishna come and touched. You stay with 16,000 women. Padinarayiram Devimar Pathirpa. Padinarayiram. 16,000. Shodasasri Sagasreshu. So Tribangi, Lalda Kridi in the Soda Mari. With all those people, Krishna is a bachelor. And that's what we should. Everybody may be surrounding. Everybody may be eating jalebi and all those basandi and everything. But Yagadeshi, nobody knows that girl is not eating. Nobody won't even realize. So, you are some kind of a buffer, layer you put on that one. So, even if you are in a place where people are telling something else, let them tell. You don't have to prefer to go. But if it happens, like in Nayagana and Solamari, how do you control your Indriyam? 3 ways you can control. 1, let the TV can do anything. I'll be telling my Jabam. So that is first one. Second one, and the TV in the I go to the next room. You do. Little away. Third one, get out of that place. So if you move out of that place, it's not going to bother you. So if TV is a botheration, similarly other people are a botheration, think like that one. And once you say this is what it is, I went so many different places to eat and everything. There are places where the tips you give for the server who comes and serves you more than $100. Tips is more than $100. Then you know how much is the food. All I take is 1 Diet Coke and 3 pounds of cabbage, 3 pounds of salad. That's all I take. I cannot eat. And all our friends, they appreciate. They say, you are strict to whatever you believe, your principles. So if they are true friend, they believe in you. They would not insist to change and everything. If it is not, then you don't need those friends. Friendship is based on somebody valuing your opinion. If you keep on going to your home with your wife, I don't want to be. Of course you don't want to be with him. What is more important? That is why you got married. So, at some point what you have to do, yes, let them say you stay in a different place or you do something. If it is too much of a bother, slowly you have to give up that one. So that's why the girls, when they had, after the marriage, if the boyfriend keeps on coming, then it is a problem. Or you chase the boyfriend, that's the problem. I make it very plain on that one because Deha Vivagam and Atma Vivagam are very, very similar. Arasan Andrukollum, Devam Nindrukollum, Tamil. King will kill you on that day, same day punishment. God will wait and punish you. So if you do something, your husband get angry immediately. Bhagavan waits and he gets angry on you. That's the only difference on that one. So the same kind of spouse is there. Make sure that you don't make him angry. You don't have to cherish, you don't have to do anything for him. As long as you don't go to the another one. So, Tiruvilla Devarai Thirumbin made. All other devas, they Tirillada, Tiru. There is no Sri for that one. So, Namandama Rande, Tondadi Pudiyalvar says, in the Yamalogam, they know that one they are asking, American, what happened to those people? They never came to the Yamalogam na. They said Narayana name. What? They didn't see Narayana name. Say sorry when you said sorry. They won't tell loud. Tell it loudly, sorry in Ramari. The Yaman does not want to say loud. They told the Narayana name, that's why they went to from the Naragam, they went to the Moksham. If they say like that, everybody here and everybody will go. So Yamalogam will become empty. That's why he was telling very silently that one. So the Narayana Namam is so great and everything. If you don't do anything, say Namo Narayana. That's good enough for that. You don't have to say everything. All the phalan you will get that one. You are done. You are called Kridakrityan. Kridakrityan means whatever you are supposed to do, you are already done. You don't have to do anything. You got the boarding pass, keep quiet. When you get the boarding pass, where do you sit? You don't go sit in the next terminal. You sit in the terminal, you sit next in the gate, next to everybody else. So that, sorry if I sleep, please wake me up. So each one is helping the other. That is called Satsangam. Without Satsangam, it's very difficult. Krishna told in Uddhava Gita, bhakti is very important. And that bhakti, you have to learn from Satsangam. Otherwise, don't come here. So we have to learn from Satsangam. That's a problem. I live in a remote place. Not too many people in Satsangam. Yes, there are some Sangam, but they are not in the Satvika way. What we do, there are like different groups and different things are there. Even Sunday also church things are there. But it's not in our line of thought. So when you want to have similar opinion, common denominator has to be there. So if you don't get that, friends, modern technology is there. You can do the WhatsApp, you can do the video, you can do all of them. So many Kalakshepam, Ubanyasam, all those things are happening. So different way you make yourself. 7 o'clock, we all meet every night, we tell the Sahasranama Parayanam. Or once in a week, we do Desiya Stotram. Something you can make like that one. Yes, it is not like a physical kind of a thing. But this is one of them. In fact, physical evidence, these are the things. I lived almost about 25 years in Boston. I never went to Cape Cod. Because every time I thought it's so close by, I can go at any time. I lived the first 7 years in New York. I never visited Statue of Liberty. Or we can go at any time, we never. So, Bhagavad surrounding you, or we can go to his house anytime, you never go. But when you are far away, you are missing. Just like we are in US, we are missing India. We need our identity. That's why we have the satsangam and everything. So you can make that one through the WhatsApp and other kinds of groups and the video and Zoom and everything. Everything is available. So easy. Through which you can make that one. That is the satsangam you can make. So I'm trying to answer your questions like kids need to do Bharanyasam because lifespan is not guaranteed. Mindset is not guaranteed. And the next one is when you're asking about would they go and eat outside. Of course, they don't have to prefer. You tell them. And there is one person who came and told, Mama, I have 2 daughters are there. And every time they come and ask, can we go to the pizza? Can we go to the pizza? I tell them, look, go ahead. When your kid is asking that one, 3 times they call, you don't come, they'll find a boyfriend and go. Whose mistake is that? So we have a responsibility. We have to do that one. So don't think this is an enjoyment. Think this is a punishment Bhagavan gives you. That is why you are forcing you to do on that day. So that is the way. See, people are there in Yagadesi. You go and tell, why don't you eat this laddu? Why don't you take this basandi? Basandi is so nice. You know that. And that person knows. But on Yagadesi, if you recommend, they get so angry. Why? Because something else is more important. So sometimes you have to do things to make sure we follow our Grahasthasrama dharma. So certain things we have to do until the kids grow up and everything. So on that one, there's nothing wrong on that. So answering your question, when you are saying that we don't have a satsangam and everything, there are different ways you can do remotely, or make a point that once in 3 months or 6 months you go to a place where there's a temple, where there's a dolai or Thirumanjiram are there. So you try to force yourself. That itself is also a problem. See, Bhagavan has never put all of us in Srirangam. If it is put Srirangam, you would have done. How do you manage yourself? Same way. We are human beings are adapting to different things. But of course, satsangam is very good, no denial on that. So, Nalini might say, oh, Mama is close by to you, 10 houses from there. How many times do you meet? It's not. So, don't feel that satsangam is the one, that's the only way to do physically. There are different ways we can do remotely and everything. So, do all of them. And there are sometimes egantam is important. There are sometimes satsangam is important. If satsangam is 45 minutes, leave after 45 minutes. Don't stay another 2 hours gossiping about everybody. Then it is not a satsangam. It's a gossiping place. So that is why it's very important. Come there, do the job and leave. That's only for Bhagavan we are getting together and everything. So in general, your Bharanyasam is guaranteed it will give you moksha. There's no denial on that one. Very rarely you're going to offend. And even Swami Desikan says, if you do Asakya Bhajaram, there's a possibility you may. It may be a possibility, he says. He does not say that one. But they want to scare you. They want to make sure that you don't do those things. Appa will excuse any mistake you do. Of course he will excuse. If he keeps on saying, he will do everything. That is why we say, oh, Dad will get angry. Don't do that one. Much kannakuttu. No, Bhagavan will poke your eyes. Okay? So we say that one kid will be scared not to do any wrong thing. So we need something. But you have to understand, nobody gives an open check. There is no open check. If they do, they will do everything wrong. They have to put something. Okay? So if you do this, then only you get moksha. That's what you do that one, don't do any asakya bhajaram. That's all is the most important one. And there's old commercial there. I think it's Alka Seltzer or something. For stomach indigestion, you put it. Pop, pop, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Oh, what a relief it is. That's the buzzword for Prapatti. Oh, what a relief. After how many janmas? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of janmas passed. You are so happy. You are so excited when you come out of that one. This is the one, not like an ordinary kind of a Bill Gates or a Bezos or a Elon Musk. That kind of a wealth. That's nothing. Alpa Astirapalan. Only for next 30, 40 years for him. You got that one. Eternally you're going to enjoy that one. And so many janmas you missed. Finally we got it. You got it by what? 3 things. 1. Madhusudana Kadaksham, Bhagavan. 2. Acharya. 3. We born in a good family. We born to a good parents. We born with a good satsangam and everything. They made us to move. They pushed us into that place. And we went and stood there. And Prapatti says, like, just clap your hands. That's what Lakshmi says. You clap this hand, then Bhagavan thinks, oh, he's doing the namaskaram to me. Anjali, I'll give him moksha. Actually, we are clapping. So that is how Prapatti does everything for us. So without Prapatti, we cannot go to the Bhagavan. Without Sri Mahalakshmi, there is no moksha for us. So we go through parents, we go through Acharya, we go through Sri Mahalakshmi and go to the Bhagavan. Yenui Tandatyavai Saranam book, Yanadeve Avagurukal Nirevanangi. So all the way up to the Prapatti and go to the Bhagavan. You always think of that. 2 pasarams are there, Desikan. Yenui Tandalityavari, and Acharya Paramparai Solukudi. And Nuno Ninnarolan Giri in the Matrundil, that is the 6th Angam. Anuvule Sangalpam, Pradhyula Varjanam, Karpanyam, Mahavishwasam, Guptirtvaranam, along with Atmanikshepam, Bharanyasam. Along with that one, Na Mama, nothing is mine. Kartrutva Tyagam, Mamada Tyagam, Pala Tyagam, Pala Ubayate Tyagam. So all those kinds of things you do. Kshanagala Karyam. It's done. Afterwards, whatever you do is only Palan. Marriage is only when you are tying the knot or when you do the Saptapadi. That's it. It's a 3 minutes job. Rest of the time, you are going to enjoy that one. You put the video and keep on watching. Similarly, you're going to enjoy. Only once it happens. இதில் சொல்லச்ச வையத்து வாழ்வீர்கள் உயும் ஆறு எண்ணி உயும் உஜ்ஜீவனம் go to the moksham. ஆறு means 6. ஆறு means river. Uvayam also. Enni, think. When you go and stand at the Varanyasam time, Bhagavan, I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to make you happy. I will not do anything wrong. I'm going to have a Mahavishwasham. And you are going to be my protector and everything. So you say all of them, think at that time. For that moksham has given. From tomorrow onwards, you go and knock out to the Vishnu temple every day one. Still you get moksham. Nothing. Bhagavan is not going to get angry on this peevish things what you do. We will not do. You think like that one. Say the kid, they're 3 years old, they think, oh, Appa has got so much money. When I grow up, all the money I will buy the candy. The kid buy the candy. 18-year-old buy, Ayo, Appa doesn't buy. When I grow, have that money, I'm going to buy BMW. Do you buy the BMW? So you can challenge a lot of things before Bharanyasam. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to challenge. I'm going to be different. Let's see now. Okay, let's see. Okay. So it's like the Dirty Harry movie. Jesus saves in Bodrugu. He brings a gun. And he says, let me see. No, not like that one. Bhagavan will change you. So that's what I said. Who said I'm going to live? I can go and stand in before the train. He says, I'm going to live at 90 years old. Okay, you understand? I will hold your hand. Come and stand. You'll run away from that. He will make that one. So a lot of things we think, Bhagavan changes our mind. So what is going to happen after Bharanyasam? Everything is the same. Your mindset will start changing. What is a big deal? That's okay. He says something, so what? Why we had to make anybody enemy and everything? That's okay. You become a matured way of looking things. When you look at the matured way of things, what happens? You never have any hatred towards anybody. You have only the good things you want to do for others. Those are the things that started improving. And life, the rest of the time, see, you are staying there in the boarding lounge with the boarding pass. There is some kind of a commotion over there. Who cares? There's a free pongal giving there. Who cares? You're going to go in the plane. The Starbucks store says, I'll give you lifetime free coffee, Sarna. You can give, but I'm not going to be here. I don't want that. So what happens is you become a Teflon to the world. So the good or the bad, both of them doesn't attract you. Even though a lot of good things are, so what? It's not a big deal. So that kind of attitude slowly has to come. So you slowly become a different personality, and there has to be a universal love has to come. You have to love everybody, irrespective if they are good or bad. When they are bad, like one of the yogi, he was going, and there was a, what is that, Scorpion. So scorpion, and it was coming out, so he wanted to help. He takes that one, tries to put it in the water. It bites him. He puts in the water. Then after a few minutes, you see the scorpion is outside. He takes that one and put it in the water. Still bites. Somebody is asking, are you crazy? The scorpion keep on biting. Why you are putting in the water now? Adunudi dharmam, biting. My dharmam is putting, helping. It doesn't matter what they do. Every day, even if they are bad, you have to be good. It is not what they are doing. It's how you do that one. That is the most important for the Bharanyasam, you understand. We have to be nice to everybody. Because Bhagavan put the spotlight on you. He is a Prabhannan. So we have to be nice to everybody. That is very hard. Sundar Kadami used to say, நல்லது பண்ணது எவ்வளோ கஷ்டம். Doing good things is very, very hard. It takes whole lifetime to earn that name, Nallavan. Be a good person. So it is going to be tough. It is a challenge. Bhakti Yogam is very, very hard. And when they finish that one, they get moksham immediately. Prapatti Yogam is so easy. But you don't know what you signed up for. And you start reading the small letters. Now you know that one, how you have to behave and everything. So your behavioral change, it will automatically will happen. And as the time matures, you keep on thinking, you have done so much akrama. Bhagavan pardoned you, gave moksha. And you are getting mad on a peevish thing on somebody else? Who are you to get mad? That attitude will change. So, and not only that, once you got such a great moksha, I have to tell to the other people. Even a small basandi, you want to share with somebody other than Sarvesh. You want to share with the other people. I'm just joking. Sarvesh Nalini has given a wonderful food and everything. So amazing. Every time when we come, there's a great hospitality here. We like to come back again and again to Detroit and to the Balaji temple and everything. Amazing Bhagavatas. So that makes it. You take some effort, 4 hours. Come here. You look at the temple and everything once in 2 months, once in 3 months, whenever you feel that one. So peaceful. Come and see all of them. Overnight you stay, next day you go. So it is possible. So now it's a mental adjustment on all of them. So that is what. But if they are living in their place, if you live, that is great. It's not in our hand. Bhagavan has made in such a way. See, some kids don't have mother. Think for a moment. Some kids don't have father and mother. It is their problem, is whatever the unfortunate thing for them. But you look at, you have that one, you cherish that one. Why it has done that, whatever that prarabdha karma that makes him to be like that one. So, certain things we are missing. Our prarabdha karma is like that. We are in a place, 100 miles, there is no Sri Vaishnavan. What can we do? We can pray for the Bhagavan, maybe make a transfer to a place, a different one. But that should not stop you making some efforts to become into the satsangam and a different media and everything. So, in essence, be a padivrata stri. Tata praja janagatava deshigendregi pritha binatta bhavada pariniyamana made sadam maida bhoga vishesha siddhaihi. When you are in a boarding lounge, you cherish. This is the best time, I tell you. Moksham is not best. Desikan says that one, this is the best. Friday evening best. Why? You think of 2 days are there. Nice holidays you're going to have. So the boy is thinking he's going to get married. 48 days, 47 days, 46 days, reverse counting. The happiness in that one, he may not even have it after marriage. Even in moksha we may not. He says that one. This is the best period. Acharya Kaingaryam, Bhagavata Kaingaryam, Divyadesa Anubhavam, all of them you can do over here. And I'll say, Vayattu Valvirgal. She's stunned. What is the big deal about Nityasuris are doing? Everything is Sattvagunam. You overcome Rajogunam. You overcome Tamogunam. And you go and do all these things when the whole world is against you. Still you go and do. Vayattu Valvirgal. How can you do in this place? Handal is so surprised. Narayanane Namakke Paredaruvan Modal Pasurathila Sonna. Janam Odane poi pannitu vandrutan Paranyasam. Vayattu Valvirgal. How you did that one and came back? Handal says, before I finish that Pasaram, come to the next one, you have completed the Paranyasam. Amazing kind of a thing. So, and what you have done, Uyumareni, Handal says in that Pasaram. Thirupavai, amazing Prapatti Sastram. No other Alvar has done anything like that one. Don't think that one, oh, she is waking up every day, let's go and have a bath and everything. That's not the whole. Swapadesam, if you listen, Avlam Prapatti Sastram, how it tells and everything. How Prabhannas, how we have to move, how Bhagavan gives that one, how do you do the Indriya control, how Mahalakshmi plays the role, how Nida Devi plays the role, everything it says. Kudare Vellum Shir Govinda, the Pasuram. Kudare Vellum Shir Govinda. Bhagavan, people who are enemies, he overcomes and he makes them as a friend. Bhagavan, Kudare Vellum. If he makes like that one enemies, what he would do with the friends? We don't have to tell. Undannai Padi, Parai, Kondu, Padi, Prabhati, Parai, Moksham, Kondu, guarded. Yamberum Sammanam, that is the greatest gift. What is the gift you got? What is your greatest accomplishment? Oh, I got Nobel Prize. Nah. I got this much wealth. Nah. அதான் இதில் சொல்லிச்ச வேதத்தில் சொல்லிச்ச அந்த இது சம்பாவனம் போது சுலபம் வந்து போச்சு அது I don't get it immediately. So having the kids more or having the yagam and nidhi, those are the things will not take you to the moksham. The moksham that's going to give you is basically nyasam. When you say that one, tyagam, tyage nege navadatva manasu parena naham nigidam guhayam. So when we say like that one, tyagam means what? In this place it's the baranyasam. You give up everything. Tum tu sarvam parityache snegam swajana bandhushu vayavesha manasamyak samadrak vicharasvakam. Uddhava Gita, first slokam Krishna says, Tvam, you, he's telling about a Prabhana, sarvam parityache, give up everything, give up achetana vastu. So, swajana bandhushu, so all your friends and all your bandhus, mayi avesya manasamyak, put squarely on me. So slowly as the time goes by, you had to give up on other things. Worldly things are not that important. Ididam manasa vacha chakshurbyam shravanadivi nashwaram grahyamanancha vidyamaya manomayan. I don't think nobody is a greater teacher than Krishna. Krishna tells in 7 slokas everything what you have to know in Uddhava Gita. Such a beautiful sloka. All the things what you go through your indriyam is alpa astirapalan. Vedas shows, Pramanam shows, what is that one? You already got that one. You have all of them. But that doesn't mean tomorrow we think only moksham, nothing else. Even if you are sitting in the boarding lounge, you are getting bored. How long you can keep on looking when the plane is going to move on the gate? You have to read a book, you have to lie down, you have to eat, you have to do. But your mind is always over there. So we do all the worldly things. Mind is going to be there. Any day we are going to go. Babu's father was one of the amazing person. He says, Sir, the day you are born, you are going closer to the death, not away from it. Every day we are getting closer. Only he knows what is the date, you will say. Similar to that one, yes, one day we try to be, next day, what we are doing, instead of 100 lies, we say only 98, 95. We will not be a perfect person. This Prakriti will not make you to be a perfect person. But we want to be strive closer to whatever the best we can do in all of them. So, Prapatti says, be a good person. Prapatti says, you don't need anything else, you have done all of them. Prapatti says, don't go to the Anya Devata. Those are the. So, when we go into the Ragasetra Saram, we say, Dehatma Brahmam, Swadantratma Brahmam, and then Anya Devada Parato Buddhi. These are the only 3 things. Body is not the soul, your soul is not independent, and the third one, you cannot go to anybody and fall down. So you might have seen the Thiruvilayadal movie, or you have seen the Mozart picture and everything. As soon as he come to the court, the king's palace court and that one, immediately the first person he goes and bows, no, I'm not the king, go. He keeps on going to the final person. What is the point of you going and bowing to the guy? Oh, you are also in the same jail. How can you release me? So you have to ask the guy who is outside the jail to open up. Brahma and Shiva is just like you. He is sitting next to you. You go and ask him, Sir, can you please? Sadamudi and Sadungan Endri, Ivar Mudalam Taramellam, Nalagi Anjali Vaivatla Soleche for tomorrow. The first one is Anjali Vaivatla Soleche Todangri Muttisya Kadapi Kenachide Tot. Bhagavan Tom Kabikirar. Why? Tomna, that Bhagavan is so different than anybody else. He is the only one who can give moksham. That is why Tom. Ade Tom, Krishna uses. Tom tu sarvam parityacha. Why? You who done the Prapatti. Out of trillions of people, you can count by fingers how many people have done Prapatti. So you are very special. Bhagavan has chosen you. Madhusudana Kadaksham. Before you think of anything, Prapatti, first, before that one, Bhagavan has blessed you. Nirgedika Kripai, Yadrachika Punyam, Madhusudana Kadaksham already happened. at the Garbham, then only you come out and you start doing. He has blessed you. He has chosen you. We should be very, very grateful for that one. He could have put in any way, any kind of an animal, anywhere else. He did not. He wanted us. He has given all of them. 99.9% of what you want, you already achieved. 0.1% you are fighting with him. Every day you go to the temple and praying all of them. We are not happy. Bhagavan, I come to the temple not to ask you anything more, to thank you what you are already blessed. The biggest blessing what we have is a Prapatti. So don't lose that one. You will lose is only even Anyadevada Parato Buddhi. I shouldn't be saying very openly. What I am saying is, if the girl leaves the husband, goes somewhere else, after 10 years she comes back, husband gets mad. He takes the baseball bat. Why did you come here? You ran away with that person. But Bhagavan is not like that. At least you change your mind. Please come here. I'll take you. Until the last moment you don't go to the Bhagavan, you are the Anyadevada. You are divorcing the Bhagavan. Bhagavan will never divorce you. Understand that. Baranyasam, it's guaranteed. We have to cherish, be happy. Nisamseha Sugamaswa. Don't ever doubt that one. He's going to give you that. Don't ever doubt. Be happy on that one. It's a great Kaingaryam. Go and do Bhavada Kaingaryam. Nothing belongs to you. So, don't start try to improve the Sattva Gunam. Eat the food. Be with the people in the atmosphere. That enhances the Sattva Gunam for you. That's all it is. So, these are the simple things you can do as a Prabhannan. So, I'll start with Kavidarki Gasammaya Kalyana Gunasaline Srimade Venkadesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha Srimade Naghamanta Mahadeshigaya Namaha.